What's up, guys? Today we're down here at the river behind my house. We're going to do a little bit of bass fishing here before it gets dark. We got about 2 hours to fish. We've got both the kayaks down here. We've got them rigged up. And I'm also going to try to catch some gar. I got some dead cigar minnows we're going to drag behind the boat while we're fishing for bass and see if we can't pick up a gar or a mudfish. But I got my buddy Blake here along with me. And we're both wearing GoPros. So if either of us catch anything, you guys are definitely going to see it. Now, I also want to talk for just a minute about my kayak setup. I was watching Yak Motley the other day, and he uploaded a video of some kayak stuff, and he was just saying that this Pelican right here was his very first kayak. Now, this is my first kayak too. The reason I bought this kayak because it's 10 foot long. It goes right in the back of my truck very easily. It's light. Now, he was also complaining about I didn't have enough rod holders. So mine come with these rod holders right here, and then it come with the space indentation right here for these, but it didn't come with these in it. Now, Pelican was the only place that sold these the little black pieces, and they were like 50 bucks a piece for them. Well, I mean, $100, that's half what I paid for the kayak. I wasn't going to pay that. So what I did, I went down to the local hardware store, and I found these plastic pieces right here that are made for the sink drain. And I cut them up, spray painted them, put them together, drilled some holes in them, drilled in the side of kayak. You never know, wasn't from the manufacturer like that. But both these kayaks, cheap and expensive. I love them because I can throw them right in the back of my truck and go wherever, take them out, drag them up and down the dirt. They're not very expensive, so I don't have to worry about them getting all scratched up. But let's catch some fish. A lot of times there'll be one hanging out by that tree right there. Now, the river is pretty high today. We haven't been getting a lot of rain, but they must have been getting a lot of rain up north because this river has just been staying high lately. It's really hard to catch fish out of this river while it's high. It's a challenge. But, oh, I just got a bite. Ooh, he's on there too. Ah, I got him. Check that out. That is a big old warmouth. Woo, look at that. I was just talking about how hard it is to catch a fish. And I caught one. I'll be damned. I got mine recording. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let this warmouth go. First cast. Normally that's a bad sign. Whenever you catch a fish on the first cast, that's the only fish you catch. But we're fishing with this motor oil trick worm with a chartreuse tail. A lot of times when the river is lower, I'll use a black trick worm. But since the river's up like this, that chartreuse tail, when the river's really muddy, that chartreuse tail allows the fish to see it a little bit better. You'll feel a lot of sticks and shit in the river. Don't set hook on a stick. If you do, you know, it'll be all right. You might get your hook back maybe, but yeah. I try to use thinner hooks so that way the hook will bend out if that happens, but it doesn't always work that way. Well, you want to cast really towards the bank, as close as you can get to all those sticks and stuff, because the closer, all those sticks, that's where all the fish are at. They get shelter. Right, yeah, they hide in and ambush their prey. Caught a bunch of bass right there too over the years, right there next to that bank. So that tree falls in the water, it goes under the water and comes out about 20 feet. There's always a bunch of fish that hang out under that tree. Bass, mudfish, brim. Now that warmouth I called earlier, a lot of people call them stump knockers. They hang out around stumps a lot of times. And you'll get your worm. Oh, I got hung up. I did exactly what I told you not to do. Well, you'll get your worm up next. You get your worm up next to that stump, and then you'll feel a knock on your worm. That's why they call it a stump knocker. Bad thing about fishing with river high, there's a bunch of sticks in here, a bunch of stuff to get hung up on. It happens. But you got to know how to get your worm back. Just like that. You probably try to hit that bank over there. So that's out the current. The fish like to hide up in places like that too. Just try to throw your worm as close to the bank as you can get it. Right on that tree. I bet there's another one up there. Probably a bass. There's got to be a bass hanging out by a tree. Question is, will he bite? Now my dad used to come down here every day right before dark. I remember he did this for about 3 months. Come down here every day right before dark and fish this spot. And he wouldn't catch a fish every day, but I remember him catching several 4 and 5 pounders. Be nice to catch a 4 or 5 pounder today. Now look like a gar or mudfish that just hit the top of the water over there. See if he won't bite the Spanish sardine I got left over from saltwater fishing. I'm just going to loosen the drag, put the clicker on this, loosen the drag all the way up, and set it in the pole holder. That way if he gets on there, he'll pull out the drag and not feel it, hopefully, and let go. Alright guys, after that warm out there wasn't nothing else biting, so we decided to paddle on in and we're going to move and go to a pond that's nearby. I threw some catfish food out in the pond earlier, so hopefully we'll catch something before dark. But we'll be there in a minute. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're down here at the pond now. We're going to put out a few lines, see if we can't get some catfish before it gets dark. Yeah, that's a bass. We should have just come here in the first place. Huh, first cast. Look at that.
No, you have to take a picture of me holding that. That's the first bass I've ever caught. Although I'm kind of like.
Check it out, guys.
How you hold it?
You grab it like this. Put your thumb right there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and let the bass go. He ain't but about a pound. Let him get a little bit bigger. And he's off. We're going to get some more. Now I seen a fish swirl next to this bank right here a while ago. I think they might be starting to bed. See if I can't get, he was about 3 or 4 pounds. See if I can't get him to bite. Oh, it looks like something just went for my worm. Alright guys, so we caught those 2 fish and it's about to get dark. My GoPro battery died on me again. This is like the second GoPro battery that has completely fried. I don't know what's wrong with it, if it's an issue with my GoPro or if it's just an issue with something else, I don't know. But I've got to head out to Best Buy right now, try to get another battery and find out what's going on here. But thank you guys for watching. We'll be fishing again soon. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave some comments in the feedback down below.